Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today I want to share with you my October TBR, at least part of it. So stay tuned. So I chose 7 books that I want to read in the month of October. Now, you guys know I am co-hosting the I Put a Spell on You readathon, but that TBR will come to you guys in probably about 2 weeks or so. It'll come out before the readathon starts, and some of these may make the list. Some of them may not. Who knows? All depends on what I'm in the mood to read. Okay? I'm going to leave this really open to interpretation for me. If the camera moves a little bit, for warning, I broke my tripod, so I need to get a new one soon. Just thought I'd point that out. But yeah, so I've got 7 wonderful books. One is a book club book, and another one I'm buddy reading. So, let's get into it! And the pick for October's Back of the Bookshelf Book Club, which is a book club I co-host on Instagram with Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime. She's freaking phenomenal. And everyone should go check her out. I'll link her down below. But our pick for October was The Diviners by Liva Bray. As you guys know, this is one of my all-time favorite series. All I'm going to say is psychics help solve serial murder cases in 1920 psychics help solve serial murder cases left by ghosts. This shit is fucking amazing. And I can't wait to do a reread of this. I'm going to read one each month up to the release of the newest one. I will probably get the audiobook for it. Especially this one thing, as I accidentally ordered the large print edition. That might kind of bother me, because this is a chunk of a book. Like the large print has 785 pages. I think the original only has 600 and something. Oh, it's breaking. Oh, I need to get a better edition. But yeah, so I hope you guys will continue on with us. I know Mel to Danny and them have been hosting the Diviners Read Along. I think they're on Before the Devil Breaks You, but we're a little late to the game. But the 4th one comes out in January, and I cannot wait to devour this again. And yeah. If that one gets read, awesome. If it doesn't, I'm not going to put too much pressure on that one because I have read that one before. But next, I am buddy reading with my roommate, and I met this amazing author earlier this year, and I have all of my books that I own by her signed, and this happens to be my favorite. Well, this is a retelling of my favorite gothic horror book, which is right there, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But I will be reading The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein, which is a retelling of Frankenstein from Elizabeth's point of view. And Elizabeth later becomes the bride of Frankenstein. So I am super excited. Other than that, I don't want to know anything going in. Oh yeah, this is by Kristen White, by the way. Who, like I said, signed the copy to Who Makes a Monster, which I freaking love. I've been needing to read more Kristen White off of my shelf. And I thought, Halloween, why not? And the fact that it's blurbed on the back by Victoria Schwab, Megan Shepherd, and Mackenzie Lee. Victoria Schwab says, visceral, sinister, and despicably compelling. The dark descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein feels at once reverent of its inspiration and entirely new. White's skill is scalpel sharp. a dark and lovely midnight read by Megan Shepherd, where Mackenzie Lee says in an innovative, grotesque, and completely unexpected reimagining of Frankenstein, Mary Shelley would be proud. Which I kind of want to get Monstrous Thing by Mackenzie Lee too, because Frankenstein, my favorite horror monster. Whatever. Okay, next, I haven't actually hauled this one in a video. I think you saw it in my fall into reading along vlog. Don't remember if I unboxed it there or not, or just showed it. I think I just showed it because I was too excited. But I will be reading. This will probably be the first book I pick up next month. Just saying. Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco, as y'all know. Stalking Jack the Ripper is my all-time favorite series, and I got this amazing art print of Audrey and Thomas. I am such a Cressworth, trash. Y'all don't even know how much of trash I am for Cressworth. But this is the final book to the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, which follows Audrey Rose and Thomas Cresswell as they slowly become pathologists and fall in love. That's like the short end of the stick. The first one follows them trying to hunt down Jack the Ripper. Second one, they're in Dracula's castle. Third one, they're on the boat heading towards America. And this one, they're in America. So, I cannot wait to read this. This will be read. This will be my first book of October. I may start this today, just before bed, because today's the 29th. I just might start just a little bit early. But I can't. Listen. All I've wanted to read is this. But I couldn't because of Fall Into Reading-a-thon, and now that Fall Into Reading-a-thon is pretty much over, I can finally pick it up! Oh my god! This literally is, besides Killing November, my number one most anticipated read of the year. It's my most anticipated read of the fall year. Yes, still got Winterwood. I need to get Wayward Son. And I think the Bromance Book Club, but other than that, I cannot wait. I am trash for this. Next is a sequel to a book that I read during the Fall Into Reading-a-thon, which was Once a Witch. Which was Once a Witch. I will be reading for October Always a Witch, which is the conclusion to the duology, which follows Tamsin Green and her family of witches who all have talents, and how there's this feuding family that involves dark magic and then got light magic. I just want to know how the story ends, because the characters are just so cute and fluffy, and this isn't that hard of a read. I have a bookmark in it because I was going to start it for Fall Into Reading-a-thon, just didn't get to it. So this might be one of the first books that I get to this month too. So look out for it. Yeah. Next is a book that I also have been anticipating all year, and then found out that it was already out, and I kind of wanted to shoot myself. So that is the sequel to The Hot and Badgered by Shelley Langston, and that is In a Badger Way. Which the first one followed Charles, and followed her older sister. Well, this series follows 3 honey badger shapeshifters as they're trying to run for their lives because people hate their father and they want them dead. So, first one was the oldest daughter fell in love with a bear, or is she the middle daughter? No, I think she's the middle daughter that fell in love with a bear. This one follows the youngest, who's half tiger, half honey badger, and falls in love with a panda bear. Shapeshifter. That's all I need to know. I am trash for this series. I mean, the sex scenes aren't the greatest, but very, like, the story is just so compelling and the characters are so awesome. I just want to continue on and see what happens next. So, thought it fit in with the spookier reads by throwing in a paranormal romance. Why not? Next is a book by an author that I have tried multiple times, but I feel like, seeing as this is my favorite movie of his that I've seen, because I haven't really seen much, but this is one of my favorite horror movies, I feel like this might be the book that I read by him. Like, I have an entire shelf over here by him. But that is Misery by Stephen King. How can I not add Stephen King to this list? Because I've been trying to really want to force myself to read. I want to see if I can get the audiobook for this, because that might actually help. This follows Paul Sheldon, who was this famous author of a character called Misery, who gets kidnapped by one of his #1 fans who are not happy that he killed off Misery. So he wakes up in bed, and all I remember about this, because the movie was Kathy Bates and an axe and cutting off his foot. Other than that, I don't remember nothing. So, because it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. So, I figured why not start with one that I'm fairly familiar with. And if I can't get into this one, I'm not going to put too much pressure. But I would like to finish at least one Stephen King this month, just to see which of his books should I go in what direction. I have horror novels, I have short story collections, I have a suspense, I have one of his fantasies, I have his mystery series. I'm wanting to get into him because his stories all sound so, like, right up my alley. And I'm just like, I need that in my life. So I'm going to start with the one that's book related that I own. And last but not least, if I read this one, cool. If I don't, whatever. I had added this one on my TBR for the Fall Into Reading-a-thon and didn't get to it, but it's an author that I've been kind of wanting to check out. If I get to this, cool. If not, I'm not going to stress, because I'm wanting to take this read of this month and have fun. I have 6 challenges for mine, and yeah, for that I put a spell on you, 6 challenges. Some of these might fall into that, some might not, I don't know. But that's In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. All I know is they go into a woods, and I know nothing, because the back says nothing. All I've got are blurbs. Read the book now before bed at your own risk. Just try to guess how sinister the plot can get. It packs a nourish punch that would make the Queen of Crime herself proud. Where hews close to the new genre of twisty mystery women's books. Read it in a dark and stormy night with all the lights on. But the back literally tells me nothing about this book. So I literally am going into it blind, which I want to do with my thrillers. So why not? So those are the 7 books I'm hoping to read, or the 7 books that I want to take a little bit of priority towards for the month of October. Yeah. So, if you guys have read any of these except The Diviners, let me know. If you want me to read any of them in particular, comment down below and let me know. And just let's see how spooky October can be, because we all know spooky is totally up my brand. Well, more like witchy is up my brand. but same diff. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to leave you guys with. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, might as well hit that subscribe to get more trashy videos like this. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. And remember, kids, reading is what? Fundamental. Until next time, bye. Also, P.S. Comment down below if you know this song.